You can thank Flinter Splooshy Spoosh for assisting back there in the video department. The final score there, Guardians pull ahead and end up with that second victory of the three. They shut out the Mariners last night. It was 8-0 by the time we got over to I Hate Cowboys there in the flats. The game had ended, but it was 8-0. 6-3 is the final today. Guardians over the Mariners. So tomorrow night, the Blue Jays will get to town. First of three against Toronto will happen at 7:10 tomorrow night. Next week, the Guardians will hit Baltimore and Kansas City. They got 4 against the Royals. And then the White Sox will be in town. The week of Independence Day will be out that week. And, yeah, get yourself some stuff from CLE Clothing Company and use Cardinal as your promo code all month. Mary's got some drama there at iHeart New York.
This is ridiculous.
Somebody stole her sandwich.
Stole my freaking sandwich. Right out of the... Oh, I'm so frustrated.
What was the sandwich?
It was like just like a deli sandwich. It was called
first lunch or second lunch?
This is first lunch. Now I have to go buy second lunch to have one lunch. This is ridiculous. It was like a roast beef and turkey and some kind of cheese and aioli.
Just go get a $10 churro.
Just yeah.
That
churro might have been there. It only cost you $110.
That might have been worth $10, by the way. That churro your sister got.
No, she said it was terrible. That it was like super rubbery.
Oh, that sucks.
Gross.
Yeah, okay.
I ate half a sandwich the other day. Brought the other half in paper. You know, like a deli, how they wrap it in paper. Wrote my name on it. It's in the. Honestly, I was worried about the Red Bull because I put it in the fridge with a Red Bull, and I was like, someone's going to take my freaking Red Bull. I know they are. Because my name is on the sandwich. And then I go in the break to grab it, and the sandwich is gone. Red Bull's there. And I'm like, what the hell, man? And then this lady walked in. I've seen her around. I don't know her name. She works in, like, the news and traffic.
Maybe her name's Mary.
Oh. And she goes, everything, because I was, like, laughing to myself in the fridge. She goes, everything okay? I was like, someone stole my lunch. And she goes, are you serious? I was like, yeah, I had a sandwich in here with my name on it. She goes, dude, that's been happening a lot here lately. And then another guy walked in. His name's Ken. He's on the rock station here. I was like, Ken, did you take my sandwich? And then he got all up in arms. He's like, no, but you know what happened to me last week? He was like, so I guess this is like
Ken
a thing.
Dashow was over there at Q1043 or whatever.
It is Q1043. His name is Ken. I don't know his last name.
Yeah, Ken Dashow, I think.
But he was all up in arms that he was like, yeah, that's been happening a lot lately. Like that a lot of people have had food go missing over the last couple weeks. And the lady from the news and traffic was like, I put all my stuff in a Tupperware, and that seems to be pretty safe. She was like, yeah, but if it's just like in a brown bag. I said, name on it and everything, they don't care. She's like, apparently not. They stole yours. So apparently there's a food thief around iHeart New York stealing up the $15 deli sandwiches.
I mean, I had a box of Uncrustables in the fridge here at work.
Ooh, you're lucky I didn't see those. I can't help myself with those.
Oh, no. People ate all of them.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying I would have been one of the culprits had I seen it.
Yeah, but it's not your food.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
We've been over this when we
even without the name. Like I was going through a little period there where I was like, you know what? I like PB&J, whatever. They're easy. Unwrap it, eat it. You're done. I can move on with my day.
Delicious.
So I had a box of Uncrustables in the fridge.
Grape or strawberry?
Honey. I had.
Never mind. I wouldn't have touched them.
I had.
I can't believe anybody ate those.
Maybe somebody just thought they were like garbage, and it just
what? Honey is not sweet enough for you? What are you talking about?
Not when you could get the regular OG
it's the
flavors.
Flavor. You want the combo fruit and peanut butter, not honey.
I like the honey. What do you want?
I mean, peanut butter honey's not bad. I'm just saying, like, of all the choice, it's a very Alan choice.
So I had a box of them in there, and I had one on Monday, and there's only a few in those boxes,
like 6 or something,
something like that. And I had one on Tuesday, and then I think I was out like a day or something like that.
Wednesday. We were off yesterday.
No, not this week. This was a couple of months ago, and I never brought another box in because I was like, oh, my God.
You can't.
It's like there's never anybody here, but somehow food seems to go missing. That's the one thing that can't be accounted for is food. Anyway, by the end of the week, I went back to my box to get an Uncrustable. Not only was it empty, it was just an empty box. So not only did somebody take the last one or the last two or whatever, they just left the box in there. like I was somehow going to get tricked. And go, oh, my box is still in. Like, what? So they were too
I
lazy
must
to
have
even
eaten all
throw
these.
the box away. I'm like, oh, my God.
It's the same exact
So you guys
argument.
laugh at what I eat, but ain't nobody stealing my food until it's something amazing like Uncrustables.
Like peanut butter and honey. My same argument that it was to Keith when we had him in studio, and I said, okay, but you did not buy that today.
Right.
You know that.
He drank your Red Bull, Keith
when
Hotchkiss.
you come in and you
have a Red
say,
Bull and I have a Red Bull.
yeah,
I drink your Red Bull. I drink it up.
It gives me wings.
it just blows my mind for someone to walk in and be like, oh, I did not purchase this. You can't confuse a sandwich with someone else's name on it. You are deliberately stealing other people's food.
Yeah, some people
And
just
what if
don't
you-
care.
How do you not care?
but
That's
also-
Because some people
crazy.
just are.
That's
They just don't
crazy.
care.
And
They're
what
like,
if
I'm gonna
you-
get away with this. Nothing's. I'm gonna do it. And I don't do that, but I know people do.
Not only that, they're not even worried about you accidentally seeing them.
Yeah, they'll just be like, hey,
I mean,
what are you gonna do? You
Well,
want me to give it back?
I have to
Cut
think.
the part off that your mouth was all over and give me my friggin' sandwich
But
back.
I have to think even somebody who took food, if they got caught, they'd be like, oh, I thought it was.
Oh, they're gonna lie.
Yeah.
How?
But they know because they're
It had
lying.
my name on
They're
it.
lying. Because they're
They've already taken
But
someone
that's
else's
my point
food.
is like, what could you even possibly fabricate to be like, I thought it was mine? Your name is not Mary.
Did you write it in black Sharpie on
Yes.
on plastic?
Not on it's paper.
Paper.
They wrap it up in a piece of white paper,
Okay, I was
like
gonna
a
say
deli
if,
sandwich.
if it was like the plastic shrink wrap, they could pretend like the name had gotten wiped off. But
No,
even that, they
it's
know
paper.
it's not their sandwich.
That's my whole point, is that you know you brought this, you did not bring this in today. So how are you just going to eat someone else's lunch?
Yeah, it's weird.
That's something I would never, ever do. If there's like a bag of chips or something like that, like
You need
something
like
that there's a lot of,
you need a lunchbox or a lunch bag
I need a lunch
with
safe.
a lock on it
Yeah.
Yeah.
that goes in the refrigerator. Like, since I can't trust any of you animals around here.
Jeremiah, who was just on with us in the last break, he has these like smoked turkey bites that he was keeping in the fridge for a while. But he was like, hey, you can have some of these. Like, if you ever want to just grab one or two, that's fine. Because they're like maybe 30 little, like almost like a beef jerky kind of.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would never take the whole bag out, but yeah, I'll grab 2 or 3 because he said if you ever, want a little snack or you're in breaks or whatever, grab a couple pieces. But to take a full sandwich with someone else's name on it is wild. That's crazy.
You got to put a decoy sandwich in there now.
And
Yeah.
what? Set up a camera? I
No,
mean,
no,
how-
not even a
with poop
camera.
on it.
You put no, it's got like X-Lax chocolate or something in it, Yeah. I mean, again, that's still not going to let you know who did it, but somebody's going to have a very bad night after eating your food next time. I mean, when we were at Oak Tree, that happened they would put signs in the refrigerator. Hey, don't eat other people's food. We didn't think that we had to tell grown-ass
Adults.
men and women not to do this, but okay. I guess
You
we
think
do.
It's even about the food, or it's like the thrill of stealing? Like,
What is the
can I
thrill?
get-
I mean, it's.
Can I get away with it?
But I mean, for people who get a thrill from stealing, I always think, okay, you get a thrill because you're stealing from a store where there's cameras everywhere. If you're just grabbing somebody else's food from the break room fridge,
You also don't even know what it is.
right?
You take my sandwich, you unwrap it, and what if you don't like roast beef?
I feel bad when I get like the wrong order. Like I a few weeks ago at Jersey Mike's, and they gave me the wrong order, and but that's what I had. I was home before I should have checked, and I got home like, oh, I'm eating somebody else's sandwich right now,
Right.
and that's So
Feels invasive because
It
they're
does.
eating your sandwich. They're getting home
Yeah.
going, God damn it.
Yeah.
I didn't order
Original Italian.
tuna.
Oh, I didn't get tuna.
Tell Mary next time to make it a fish sandwich, and then as fish
Detective.
detective, she can solve the mystery.
This is an
Perfect plan.
above water problem.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm also aggravated because now I
Land
have to go try to, in 8 minutes, try to make it down, which I can probably do, make it downstairs, order a sandwich, and come back up. But it's also just like it's the principle of it.
Understood. No, I got it.
Hey guys, podcast listener here. Hate the show. Was just going over the discussion of the melt discount, And I do want to tell you, I do have a lot of regret for my Ponderosa and Rax tattoo. Love you, love me. See you.
Man, there's a Rax. When I went on my cabin trip around my birthday, I passed a Rax.
Yeah.
And I passed
Rax
it,
roast beef.
and I was like, oh, I got to remember to go there on the way back. I completely forgot.
There's one out in Lancaster, Ohio.
That's where my
the
brother
hell
lives.
that? What's that?
That's where my brother lives. It's like east of, I almost said St. Louis, Columbus.
Okay. Rax roast beef. Look at that.
Man, I'm so mad right now.
I understand.
I'm,
I get it.
fuming. My belly's grumbling. I want to find him.
Or her.
This is what I did with Keith Hotchkiss when he was stealing Red Bulls. I walked around every single desk and I looked in the trash cans. That's what I want to do right now. Is I want to open every single studio and find the trash can that has the wrapper with
You
my
put
name
it in
it.
today?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know how they put dye packs
In the money?
in the money?
Yeah.
You
No,
got
I
to
don't
put
know what that is.
when to thwart or to identify people who rob banks, they put dye packs when they give them bags of money so that when they explode and then the person's covered in blue ink or whatever.
Yeah.
And so like in
Permanent,
heist
yeah.
movies, they're always like, no dye packs, blah, blah, blah. That's how they know what they're doing. You should, somebody suggested, you put really concentrated food coloring in a sandwich. And so when they scarf it down, now you run the risk of that all being in their mouth, but when they talk to you,
Their mouth will be blue.
green tongue.
Yeah.
You go, Jacques! You're like Donald Sutherland at the end of Body Snatchers. You're pointing and screaming. Somebody else suggested you make a poop hoagie.
Yeah, me.
That's what Bill said.
I'm playing them on 2 hours to midnight Saturday. Poop hoagie. They're a local metal band. Alan, at one of my jobs, if I took leftover spaghetti, I would go to get my lunch, and the meatballs would be gone.
Oh, that's worse. I feel like that's worse to only eat part of it.
I wanted so badly to grate soap to make it look like cheese, I assume, and then that person would have a big bite of soap. Yeah,
Like if I went
they
and
just take that is a
They
troll. That's an A-level troll. They're just picking a part of your food off.
So my sandwich was roast beef and turkey. If they went in and only took out the roast beef and left the turkey sandwich, like,
Yeah.
wait a second, because I would question it for a second. I'd be like, did I order this?
This is the
What,
work
no
of the
receipt?
Keto Guido.
Carmen Angelo. Oh, do a Mark Rober glitter bomb. Put a glitter bomb. Watch one of his YouTube videos and then put a glitter bomb in your lunch bag. And then they open it up and they'll be covered in. That's not a bad idea at all.
I don't have a lunch bag. I'm going to have to get one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like just a brown paper bag. And then put some food in it. Write your name on it. And then it's got a tiny little glitter bomb in it. Hey, Rob.
Yes.
What's up?
Okay. Here's what happened to me when I worked at the 100th Bomb Group about 20 years ago. We would, back by the dishwasher, all the servers and bus boys would always leave, buy a can of pop and leave our pops somewhere designated by the dishwasher. And every time we go back, the damn can would be empty. Well, one time I did it. I put dish soap in it. Let me tell you, by pure chance, we're walking past each other. This SOB is drinking, and he just dropped the can. And he, busted his ass.
Rob's coworkers just, he doesn't see him drinking, but later on he just sees a guy burping bubbles.
Yeah.
He's like, I gotcha.
He
Charlie and the
was
Chocolate
sick.
Factory.
He was
Yeah.
out for 2 days. He was out for 2 days. Have a good day, guys.
You got, okay, thank you. There's Rob. He got his revenge.
But here's the thing. I would have to catch the person in the act. So let's say I put a poop decoy sandwich in there, right? I would have to catch them taking it and biting it and then throwing it away. I still wouldn't know who it was.
Right.
Even the poop sandwich would go missing because then that person's definitely not going to say anything. Hey, whose food that I didn't buy was a poop sandwich? You know
You're
what
never
I
going to
mean?
believe this. I had a poop sandwich.
Who's trying to get me? Like, because then they're admitting that they've been the one stealing the food the whole time.
Right.
So
how do you, other than setting up a camera, there's no way to, like, catch the person.
How many people do you think are there when you're there? Because it's similar to here, right? The place
no.
isn't teeming with people.
Well, because they
On
don't
your
voice
floor.
track here, so every show is live. So
Yeah, but there's only like 4 or 5 stations, right?
There's probably and news and traffic, and then there's people doing
I see.
production
Yeah,
and stuff.
okay.
I'd say there's probably 30.
Oh, that many. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like 5 or 6 people because
Okay.
there's like there's a ton of production studios here. So every couple of studios, there's 1 or 2 people in
You
it.
got to go Benoit Blanc on their asses.
The hell does that mean?
Glass onion.
Oh, I didn't
You got to line
see that.
everybody up,
Gotta get everybody. Yeah.
figure out what's going on.
Are you gonna go around to everybody's trash cans?
I want to, but I'm hungry. So first thing I have to do is go get a sandwich in the break. And then I have to wait until the next break to eat it.
No, you got to figure out who you'll still be hungry. You got to
once
figure out.
You need to use this hunger in your investigation.
You
No.
need to have a hunger for justice, Mary.
I do have a hunger for justice. Once my regular hunger is satiated, I'll be able to think clear. Because right now I will get fired. I'm walking around cussing people out, accusing them of stealing my sandwich.
Was it you?
Who did it?
Was it you? What's her name? Maria Melito? Was it you?
Yeah, the one lady was like,
Charlemagne, the sandwich stealer?
What if she
actually
goes back
just-
in, looks in the fridge, and it was just
It's
in a different
back.
spot?
Yeah.
No, I looked through the whole fridge because sometimes people will do that to move stuff around. You know what I mean? If it's
And it
like
didn't
a
get
really
actual-
packed fridge.
and then nobody like put it in the freezer by accident or
I
anything like
opened the freezer and looked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Remember a few months ago that lawyer who pooped in the Pringles can as a prank? Remember we talked about that story? This dude, he got like disbarred or something because he was pooping in a Pringles can. And he said it was a prank. Oh, they reinstated his law license. A guy named Jack Blakesley of Noble County. He had to sit out as an attorney for a while. But it was 2021. He was dropping a Pringles potato chip can into the parking lot of a crime victim advocacy center. And it was full of poop. And so obviously the Ohio bar is like, yeah, we're not sure if this guy should be out there practicing law. We're not sure what his mental fitness is. And the trouble with that is he had to tell them what a grown man should never have to tell anybody, that he wasn't targeting anyone. And it's not that big of a deal because I pull that prank at least 10 times a year.
oh my God.
As if that's some kind of defense.
I do all the time.
Hey, I do it like once a month.
I do a lot.
Once you poop, you can't stoop. You've seen the commercials. So, yeah, they've reinstated his law license, and he's out there able to practice law again and probably live to poop another day. Hey, Donald.
Sutherland?
Yo.
Donald Sutherland is dead, Mary.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm so depressed. Like the like you say, the scream. It's been, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
But
okay.
anyway,
Do a machine
what
gun
you
noise.
do- okay, with your whole sandwich thing, you don't do X-Lax or something like that where you got to wait the next day or whatever, or the poop where they're going to spit it out immediately, is you put like the hot sauce that eventually builds up the heat or the peppers, So they'll just keep eating the sandwich. And so when you see the guy leaving the lunchroom that's hot, you know who did it, right?
Or, thank you, Donald.
Exactly.
Instead of mayo, use Vaseline.
Oh,
Make a sandwich
yeah.
and use Vaseline instead of mayo.
Okay, I get it. I get it that I guess maybe I won't be satisfied until I find out who it is. Like, yes,
Like
that
Richard
is
Marx.
getting back at them, oh, haha, you just ate Vaseline, but I still don't know who it is.
Right. Well, you are in a bit of a culinary conundrum.
Oh, God, I text Brian. I was like, someone stole my lunch. And he goes, it's that damn Sasquatch from Billy Madison. And I'm like, who would steal 30 bag of lunches?
Well, maybe there is a Sasquatch walking around
I
iHeart
heard
New York.
Sasquatch.
Yeah. I'm going to break here. I'll have those Sarah Silverman tickets for you. She's going out on the post-mortem tour, and it brings her to Cleveland this fall. So if you want to see Sarah Silverman do her thing live, you're going to get to. show is September the 21st at the State Theater at Playhouse Square. So Hamill's off, coming back. 35192. Text me for anything else, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
On our free iHeartRadio app and your favorite smart device. Just tell it to play the Alan Cox Show
On iHeartRadio.
Our